Hello students, in the last class we learned what is perimeter and how can we find the perimeter. To find the perimeter, what we have to do? We have to add all the sides. The length of all the sides should be added to find the perimeter. And when different types of figures are given, what formula to be followed to find the perimeter. Okay, today we are going to do the word problems related with perimeter. We can see the first question. Question number 5. A ground is in the shape of a triangle with its sides 17 meters, 33 meters and 25 meters. If Amrit walks around it 5 times, what is the distance covered by Amrit? Here the question is about Amrit. He walked around a ground. Here this ground is in the shape of a triangle and its sides are given. Its sides are of different lengths. One is of 17 meters, one side is of 33 meters and one side is of 25 meters. Now this boy, he walks around the ground. How many times? 5 times. Okay. Now question is, what is the distance covered by Amrit? For finding out the distance he walked, first what we have to find out, how long he walked when he covered it one time. Do you know how can we find out that? For finding out that, we have to find the perimeter of that ground. Perimeter of that ground is the distance he walked to cover it once. Then like that, how many rounds he took? He took 5 rounds. Then the total distance he walked is 5 into perimeter of that ground. Now first we will find out the perimeter of that ground. How can we find out the perimeter of that ground? It's a triangle shape. It's of triangle shape. For finding out the perimeter, what we have to do? Sum of length of all sides. We can find out perimeter of the ground is equal to, its sides are of 17 meters plus 33 meters plus 25 meters. As the question, as they are in meters, our answer also will be in meters. So we will get 7 plus 3, 10 plus 5, 15 and 1 carry, 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 2, 4 plus 3, 7. 75 meters is the perimeter of the ground. Means when he cover the ground once, he will walk 75 meters. Okay. Now, what we have to find out? The distance covered by Amrit. How many rounds he took? 5 rounds. Then distance, therefore, distance covered by Amrit is equal to 5 times into perimeter of the ground. 5 into 75. 5 5s are 25. 5 7s are 35 plus 2, 37. 375 meters. He covered 375 meters and this is the answer of this word problem. Now we can do question number 6. Find the cost of fencing a square park of side 215 meters if the cost of fencing is 6 rupees 50 paise, that only rupees 6.50 per meter. Here the question is to find out the cost of fencing. Where do we do the fencing? We do the fencing around a place, isn't it? We make the fencing around a land or around a building. So here the park is of which shape? Of square shape. You have to find out what is the perimeter of the park first, because you are going to put the fencing, or you are going to make the fencing around the park. So we can find out the perimeter of this square park. For that, what is given to us? The length of one side is given to us. From that, we can easily find out the perimeter of this square park. So first we will find out perimeter of the square park. Four into one side is of 250 meters. 4 into 250, 860 meters. It means we have to make the fencing in 860 meters long place. Okay. For making that, the cost is also you are told to find out. Now we found out the total length of the fencing. Okay. Now what we have to find out? We have to find out the cost of fencing. Cost of fencing. For doing the fencing in 1 meter place per meter. For making the fencing in 1 meter, we have to spend 6 rupees 50 paise. Then what will be the cost of fencing of the whole square park? How can we find out? Total 860 meters is there. For 1 meter, if it is rupees 6.50, for 860 meters, what will be the cost? 860 multiplied by 6.50. Then how can we find out? Therefore, cost of fencing is equal to 860 multiplied by rupees 6.50. When you multiply this, we will get the answer, the cost of fencing, and that answer will be in rupees, because our question is the cost. Our answer will be in rupees. Now we can do the next question. Our next question is question number 8. A sari 5 meter 20 centimeter long and 1 meter 80 centimeter broad is bounded by a border around the edges. How much border is used and what is the cost of the border at rupees 3 per meter? All of you must have seen the sari. And what is the shape of a sari? It is of rectangular shape. Okay. Now, what are we going to do on the sari? It's going to be put with a border. And what is the length and breadth of the border? Right? Length of the sari is 5 meter 20 centimeter long. That is the length. And the breadth is 1 meter 80 centimeters. We are going to put a border for this sari. Now the question is, what will be, how much of the border will be used here? The length of the border. The length and breadth of the sari is given. For finding out the length of the border, we are going to put the border around the sari. The length of the border means it is going to be the perimeter of the sari. Now, one more question is asked. What is the cost of the border at rupees 3 per meter? If you know the length of the border, we can easily find out the cost of the border also. Perimeter of the sari, as it is of rectangular shape, which formula we have to use? 2 into length plus breadth. Length is 5 meter 20 centimeter. We can put it by using point. 5 meter 20 centimeter plus 1 meter 80 centimeter. Okay. Now, when you add 5 meter 20 centimeter and 1 meter 80 centimeter, what we will get? We will get 7 meters. Okay, we will get 7 meters. Now, 2 into 7, 14 meters. Now, what is the length of the sari? That is 14 meters. Then what will be the length of the border? The perimeter of the sari is 14 meters. Then what will be the perimeter of the border or total length of the border? That will be 14 meters. Okay. Now, we can see the length of the border used is equal to 14 meters. Now what you have to find out? The cost of the border. Cost of the border is equal to, what is the cost per meter? 3 rupees. Total meters, total length, that is 14 meters. 3 into 14, that is 42 meters. This is the way we have to find out the answer for these questions. Total length of the sari is given, total breadth of the sari is given. From that we found out the perimeter of the sari. From the perimeter of the sari we got what will be the total length of the border. Then if you know the length of the border, we can easily find out the cost of the border by multiplying with the cost per unit. Hope all of you understood. Thank you.